Okay, so what we were just discussing a little bit was our ability, once our energy is open, our ability to absorb the energies that are around us, the emotions, the stuff that's left behind by others, the projections of others, what their sorrow is, what their sadness is. And so the practice deepens even because we're also going through our own processes, our own transformation, our own, limiting beliefs and shadows are there, and then we take on everybody else's. And then there's this cycle of like, who does it belong to? Is it mine? And then like maybe, I don't know, just kind of spiraling down more and more and more and more. And so then it's like, how do we go out into the world and connect with people and be a source of strength and a pillar of stability while others are having a difficult time? And we have to be able to really be in service. We have to show up full. We have to show up and be sturdy and grounded in ourselves, and then also be honest about whether or not we can continue to be around people. It doesn't help anybody for us to stay around and us absorb all of their stuff because they're either going through things or they're just undisciplined in mind-body awareness. And so it's just like chaotic. So finding those times to step out of the room, to take space. I'm getting really good at just like saying, hey, I have to go take care of something, and then just go. And you don't even ever have to come back. You can just like go for a walk and go for, sing a nice melody for yourself, go wash your hands, go, there's like things that you can do to like connect to pleasure and connect to body, and just, work on increasing your vibration and take care of yourself. And then once you feel full again, you can go back and be of service. But we are not in service when we are drained, depleted, and not honoring what our body is telling us. No one is responsible for another person. We are responsible for our own alignment, our own clarity, and our own energy. So if, like I said, if your energy is starting to go down, and it's more than like, oh, I just need to think differently. If you need to take the space, go do that. That's like number one. If you want to take care of people, like if you want to be in service, let's put it that way. If you want to be in service, you have to set boundaries and release any ideas of anyone being dependent on anybody, and go take care of yourself so that you can be the light in the space. But it has to come from within you. We can't take it from other people. Well, we can, it just isn't sustainable. So that being said, let's focus on ourself. Let's get our own energy aligned, clear, and balanced. So just like a little review, last week we went over the cleansing breath. We went over jellyfish breathing, nostril breathing, alternate nostril breathing. We looked at reviewing the hand placements of the body, of doing a self-treatment, and then using Reijiho to guide us to where we need to go. So that's one way of doing it. Always coming back to Reijiho and asking where, and then following that intuition. And so today we're going to learn how to do a self-treatment doing something called Byosen scanning. So Byosen scanning is a way of finding, I believe Byosen means disease line. So we're basically feeling along to find those shifts and changes within the field, right? So remember, our energy field can extend many feet away from our body. So when we're bringing it in close, there's many different layers. When we're scanning along the edges of our field here, we can find, like I felt something here in my heart. I'm trusting, and then I'm going to find the distance of where that feels the strongest, and then bring my second hand in. And I'll hold intention, I'll hold light, I'll hold love there and energy until I feel like it's shifting or changing, and then I'll find a new hand placement. So let me teach you how to get into this. This is a wonderful way to do a self-treatment. Let's go ahead and close your eyes. And start bringing your attention inward into your experience. Meeting it with breath. Making your position feel comfortable, stacking the spine. Feeling the weight of the pelvis dropping down. And then feeling the crown of the head reach away from the bottom of the pelvis. And breathe into that length. When you're ready, bringing your hands to Gasho, Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. And call light to you. It could be any color that you'd like. I've been working with gold and white. Allow this beautiful light to surround you, swirl around you, opening up your energy. Feel your connection to the great central sun through the crown of your head. And feel this light coming down into the center channel, into your heart line, down into the earth. And then also feeling the core, the heartbeat of this earth coming up through your legs, up through your pelvis, up through your center channel, and back to source. Allow energy to flow up and down the spine, and take a long breath in. And send energy in all directions around you, clearing your boundaries. Getting really clear as to where your energy extends in the space that you're in. Breathing in light, sending out light. Feeling this beautiful light energy coming down and up through your center channel, into your heart, out through your arms and into your hands. If you'd like, you can warm up the hands or just focus on the energy in the palms. Remember that we're using kitchen mitts, not snow mitts or gloves. We want the hands and the fingers and thumbs together. So now take your dominant hand, for me that's my right, out to the side and hold energy in that hand. Like a flame of light coming out from that hand. Take your other hand and start above your head and begin to scan down in front of your body, just a few inches away. And when you find a place that catches your attention, that could just be like oh, there it is. Or it can be a sensation, hot or cold, tingling. So once you find that position, trust what you felt. Bring your hand closer and then further away and find out where it's the strongest. When you find where the sensation is the strongest, bring the other hand in and beam energy into that place. Be there for some time, sending energy there. This is a practice of listening and trusting what you hear, what you feel, what you sense, and then sending soothing energy there. can feel the energy shifting in that place, feeling it change, breathing into it. And then when you feel like it's ready, when it's finished, you can bring the other hand back out, holding space with it, and then scan along your body, generally around the center channel of your body, to find another place. And then again, moving the hand closer and then further away, finding that sweet spot, and then bringing the hand over that sweet spot, both hands there now. All the while feeling your connection to the great central sun. Connecting to the modems, to the routers of energy that would be our sun, Alcyon and the Pleiades, and the great central sun, feeling these beacons of energy and information sending signals to each other until they come here to Earth and come through you. Soften your shoulders, soften your tongue, and breathe into your belly, breathe into your heart, and feel this energy moving through you, shifting and changing. Maybe images arise, maybe a story arises. And just let it be as you send energy here. Acknowledge any lessons you're learning, sending gratitude. Let's find one more place. Holding space with one hand and then scanning along your body. This time you can even play with places off center. And sending light and healing into the places you discover. Then bringing your hands to prayer, back to the center of the chest. Whenever you're feeling drained, whenever you're feeling a little bummed out, low in energy, flow, and joy. I'm going to teach you a simple practice called the Coherence Meditation. It's very simple. This comes from the Heart Math Institute. Shift your awareness of your breath up to the center of your heart and imagine that there is a pillar of light that's going from the front to the back, a column of light, a tube of light through the heart, front and back. And imagine that as you breathe in and out along this central tube, that you can send energy in and through the heart, out into the field around you. This cycle, in and out and around and up and down. Breathing nice, voluminous breath into the heart. And as you breathe into the heart, think of something that you appreciate, something that you like, where you felt connection and love. Imagine it, sense it, and feel it as you breathe into your heart. Allow it to charge your field and make you feel bright, shining, illuminated. Feel your entire field charging with this light. Okay. We're going to move into Kapalbhati, breath of fire. In the breath of fire, it's equal inhalations and exhalations. Think of pumping the navel in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. We're going to do this pumping back and forth, this strong breathing in and out through the nose for about 30 seconds. I'll count it down. I'll go 3, 2, 1. You'll do a full exhale, get out all of the air, and then go into normal breathing. We'll do a few rounds of this. This is a really good breath to do when you want to awaken your senses, when you want to feel charged and build that fire from within. I'll demonstrate for you so you can see me doing it. Turn sideways in the dark shirt. I'll put my hand here so you can see. So already, just from one round, I can feel the sensations of my face beginning to wake up. I'm feeling a bit more charged, a bit more energized. Are you ready? Don't worry if you mess it up. This is just you exploring and playing with it. Remember, it's just breathing out and in quickly, strongly, but without adding tension to the neck and the shoulders. So go ahead and close your eyes. You can bring your hand to your low stomach. And just feel your breath. Feel how the navel is going out and in. Inhalation, full inhale. And let's do it slow. So go in, out, in, out, in, out. A little faster. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, 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 in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Little faster, faster, faster. Soft chest, soft tongue, soft neck, out and in, and out and in, and out and in. At your own pace, as quickly as you can. Five, four, three, two, one. Full exhale. Low belly in. Inhale, easy breath. Very good. I'm going to do it again. This time, focus mostly on the exhalation and then relax the belly. And this will open the inhalation very easily. You don't have to push. You can just fully exhale and then relax the belly. It'll expand on its own. Find your breath. And begin. Pumping the navel back, 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 back. Boom, 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 boom. Inhale. Boom, 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 boom. Faster, faster, faster. Enjoy it. Go for it. Out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in. Five, four, three, two, one. Full exhale. Relax the belly, breath, breathing. Easy, full breath. Checking the sensations. Let's do one last round. And begin. Keep going. Pulling that navel back and open, 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 back and open. A little faster, 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 faster. Boom, 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 boom. 10, 9, fast you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, easy but fast. 3, 2, 1, full exhale. Inhalation, easy breath. Feeling the sensation, scanning your body. Notice your emotions, sensations. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and be present, keeping all that wonderful new energy with you. I'm waiting for my computer to load the screen so we can start talking about your luminous body. Today we're going to be going over the anatomy of the light body, or some of the anatomy. I want you to take a moment and look at this photo. Look at this field of energy. Notice how the energy moves. We have this toroidal field here, the torus, this continuous outpouring and inpouring, 360 degrees. We have the main field of the body. And then that same toroidal shape is copied in the chakras, each of the chakras. Even the cells of the body are a torus. Very good. So we exist as energy within an infinite field of energy called the unified field, the energy matrix, the holographic reality. Humans are participants. This is coming from, I believe this is from The Path of Energy. It's a wonderful book. Humans are participants in a constant exchange of energy with a greater whole. It guides the evolution of consciousness. Everything is in a state of flux, in a symbiotic relationship with everything around it. Everything is connected. Everything vibrates. You can think about maybe this image of the fish tank below. The fish are in the tank. They're also a part of the tank. They're also existing within the same field of water that everything else is existing within. And this is how you can also relate to ourselves. We are a part of everything. This is the law of one, where everything is connected and part of the same. Every culture has a way of working with subtle energy. Indigenous cultures, ancient wisdom practices all talk about subtle energy and how to work with it. It's called different things in different cultures. Ki, prana, chi, ruach. That's what the ki of Reiki is. It's the subtle energy, the life force energy. It is the medium through which consciousness acts. Right? It's the paint, it's the canvas, it's the paintbrush, it's the artist, it's everything. It carries life force, it is life force. It is the substance of matter and the creative force that organizes it. So in that way, it's the subject and the viewer. It creates the energy matrix that we live in. It's interactive. The saying of wherever the mind goes, the energy follows. So as you begin to think certain thoughts, it begins to change on a molecular level all that's in your field. Which is why it's so important to be able to ground, center, establish your boundaries, and be full. Because everything around you is being affected by that. And you're also being affected by everything around you. It is life-sustaining, It nourishes and revitalizes. That's why after we just did Kapalbhati, you felt, woo, a little high, because pranayama is a way of manipulating the subtle energy and bringing more of it into the body. Pranayama is just these breathing practices from different traditions, particularly yoga. It's another image of the subtle body you can look at. Notice how there's the soul star chakra right above the head, or the emanation coming up from the crown chakra. It goes up and down. Same with the feet. You can see how the feet go down. The root chakra also goes down, but all of the other energy centers are front and back. Actually, I think they even, in this image, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they have it a little bit off, but you get the idea. We'll be talking today about the aura, and that's the field of energy that's around the body, the chakras, those vortexes that are there. Those are the main ones. We'll be talking about 7 today. And also the meridians, the way that the energy travels in the physical body to all the organs. We won't be talking about the nadis. There's 70,000 of them is the number that I learned, so there's many of them. The hara we'll be talking about. This is the main place that we were connected to our mother. And then also the central line, the hara line, we'll be talking about. We can think of the mind in a few different ways, the ways that we process information and think and feel into what steps to take. So we have the forehead, the mind, the brain. This is used to analyze and observe, right? So the analytical side, the left side, and then the observant side, the right side. We have the heart. It's compassionate. It's loving. It feels into subtle energy. It feels the connection between you and the reality that you exist within. Then we have the hara. This is how we feel our connection to others, how we feel into our gut instincts. And so a balanced use of all three working together, feeling what emotions we want to evoke by making certain choices, analyzing what feels right, but also trusting our intuition from the heart and from the hara to make our choices and not just coming out of the brain. The hara, you can look here in the stomach. It's the soft belly. It's our connection to our mother. It holds our initial deposit of life force energy. They say that as you can extend the length of the inhalation and exhalation, you can extend the length of your life. The deeper and fuller you get, the more prana, the more chi that you can pull into the abdomen, the longer that you're going to live. You can feel that when people are stressed or anxious, they're habitually in a state of fight or flight. Their breathing is shallow, the energy drops, and then these types of people, if you make a habit out of living this way, then you literally squeeze all the life force energy out of you. It's those that are joyful, that are happy, that don't really care so much, that don't keep a long list of the experiences that happen to them. They're not afraid of the future. They're just hanging out in the present moment and bringing joy to this moment. Those people are living much longer lives. And even if they're not longer, they're at least fuller. When we're using our hara, when we're breathing into our low stomach, when we're allowing our belly to dance in this way up and down, back and front, side to side, we feel grounded. We're in our intention. The hara line is this pathway of energy. In yogic traditions, we'll talk about Sushumna, and that's dealing with the center channel that relates to the chakras. We are becoming more dimensional than that. So I'm working all the way to source, is where we're connecting along that line, and all the way into the core of the earth. And this is the bridge between heaven and earth. And we are the bridges if we choose to be. So this line of energy, when we're centered and aligned, we're in our divine purpose. We are a conduit for clear energy, for life force energy. When we're misaligned, we can feel competitive, procrastinating. We might argue because we're not in our centered, aligned state. This is where I'll do my little commercial. So you may have problems in the Hara line if you're feeling stuck, unable to move forward, lack of direction in life, lack of inspiration or drive, frustration at lack of achievement and success, survival issues, feeling you're under psychic attack, loss of nurturing self-love, lack of confidence, loss of inner sense of security, loss of inner strength, loss of grounding, loss of identity with self and life on earth, loss of healing abilities, inability to manifest, feeling you can't cope. If you have any of these problems, you may or may not have an issue with your alignment, with your centering, with your awareness of yourself as a conduit of source energy, of grounded, pure, positive energy. When we're breathing into our Hara, when we're aware of our alignment and are aware that we are connected to earth and sky, we are in our divine willpower. Divine will. We're in our intention, we're clear, we feel connected. Our aura, the personal space around you. Most people, let's go ahead and bring our hands to our heart. So this is a way that we can kind of sense the auric field. Imagining that two pillars of light spiral down around you. This is activating the edges of your field. Inhale, reach the arms straight up above your head. Exhale, hands come down, reaching out and around you. Inhale, hands come back up through prayer, back up through center. Exhale, flip the palms out, reach out all the way, all the way, all the way. Again, inhale. Arms up, flip the palms out, sweep through the edges of your field, cleaning it, clearing it, and resetting it. Hands come back to center, reverse, so hands come down. Arms up, exhale, bring your palms down towards center. Again, arms down, up, pulling that good energy down through your center channel into your heart. One more time. As you exhale, send energy out in all directions around you. So science will call this field of energy your biofield. This luminous field of energy exists around all living things. It's constantly shifting and changing based on thoughts, food, time of the day. It's multi-layered, so different layers of the aura relate to different chakras and then to different areas of your life. The biofield, the aura, is magnetic. So it pulls and attracts things to it, but it's also radiant, so it sends things out. It's a receiver and a transmitter. You are an antenna and a receiver. It receives energy from the environment and transmits emotion, transmits energy out into the world. You can see images of the aura if you've ever had your aura photo taken. And do another exercise. We may have done this last week, but just feeling with your hands at heart center. Flip the palms out and face them out and away from you, as if you were making borders around yourself. And the energy that's outward from your palms belongs to the world. You can go up, you can go down, but this is the world's energy. Flip your palms inward with the intention of connecting to your energy. This is your responsibility. This space within your hands. So let's talk about the chakras. So chakras are these main vortexes, these main wheels, these spinning vortexes, that's why they're called wheels, of energy transformers. You can think of these as being like those large structures that, let's say let's say the electricity is coming from a water dam. That energy is built up and it's transferred in these really big cables out into these big structures, these tall looking metal things. And those structures transform that energy, that mega wattage. I don't even know if that's the right word, but let's say wattage is the correct one. that energy is then transformed in that structure so that it can be sent in smaller pathways of energy to cities, to houses, to buildings. And then there's other transformers that break that down more and more till it gets to your circuit box and then all that kind of stuff. So your chakras are like that. They take all of the energy from the universe, right? You don't want to experience all of the energy from the universe at one time. It takes all of that energy, and as it passes through your field, it's then separated through the different layers of the aura to go into the different layers of the chakras to then be used for other things, which we'll talk about. So the chakras, let's see, it translates them to emotions and sensations. So the chakras are where your beliefs are about your family, about yourself, about power, about connection, about communication, about choice making, about envisioning, about your connection to the universe. So as this energy comes in, depending on if you have loving beliefs or doubting beliefs, the energy is used in different ways. It then passes through the chakras after it creates an emotion. So the emotion has a charge as well, and the emotion that's created gives you the energy that you need to respond to that situation, right? So if the energy comes in and you feel threatened, let's say you would then experience anger, energy rushes out to the edges of your auric field to enforce your boundary so that no more energy comes in that can threaten you. Your blood rushes down into your legs and up into your arms so that you can defend yourself or get yourself to safety, right? So that energy of anger is actually really useful. If it didn't respond that way, energy can continue coming in and you could get hurt. So looking at all the emotions as useful and the energy that they create. And as we become more mindful, we can start to listen to what this energy, what this emotion wants, so that you can get back to harmony. So after this energy happens in the chakra, it travels along, which we'll talk about in a little bit, it travels into the nervous system and into the glands and creates a body response. Heartbeat, breath, sweating, adrenaline moving, there's all kinds of stuff. Attraction, sexual attraction, arousal, all of this happens as the energy comes through. You can think of them as like lenses through which we see the world. So if you have a root chakra that is out of balance, then you can see the world maybe as scary. You see people as scary. You may be afraid of financial messes. You might actually be experiencing them. So as we start to work with the chakras and start to look at what areas they govern and start to do work in those areas, then we start to change our perspective, change the color of the lens that we're looking through. It's kind of like cleaning off the lens so that you can see the world clearly. And see the world through the eyes of Source. And so we're all doing work here in our chakras to get ourselves to the point that we're able to purely be a channel for Source energy so that we can really be seeing through the perspective of Source and not from the perspective of damage, of hurt, of wounding. Energy is always leaving these chakras constantly, and it's either leaving out of emotions based out of fear and doubt, or emotions based out of love and trust and connection, unity. You can think of these chakras then also as like these plasma balls, if you remember from science. In yoga, they have these images of the chakras as having petals, like a flower. And these petals are energy emanations. And there's, the higher the frequency, the higher the frequency of the vibration, the more emanations it has. That's why the root chakra only has a few petals, and then when you look at the crown chakra, it has 1,000 petals. Higher vibration, higher vibrational frequency. So each of these fibers go out to then become a certain layer of the aura. These fibers are like anchors and sensors. So they're kind of like reaching out and feeling out into the environment, feeling what's going on, and bringing information back into that chakra. They respond to our attention, right? So wherever the mind goes, the energy flows. They can anchor us to ground us in, and they can sense to explore. And a healthy way is that they're just kind of attaching for a little bit, getting information, detaching, reaching out, But what happens when we have fear overriding your system is that we can get too attached, right? So you ever have you have a situation with somebody and they walk away and you continue to think about them. Your energy is still attached to that person through one of your energy centers. You can think about other relationships or other things you might have where you might be overly attached to something that you're attached to that's lowering your vibrational frequency. Maybe it's too rigid, too grounded, like too rooted in, overly rooted. So you're unable to budge, unable to evolve and flow. So we're going to go through the chakra system. I am going to talk about the 7 from the Hindu tradition, and then I'm adding in 2 other ones, the soul star and the earth star. So let's start from the top and work our way down. So the soul star chakra, you can bring your hands up and then beam light into your head here, or into the top of the head, a little bit above. It's like that light bulb place, like when the light bulb comes on. Feel and sense where you can find that energy center that's about a hand's length above the head. This is our connection to soul, purpose, and universal consciousness. Awakening this chakra initiates the soul-body connection. There's infinite energy here and spiritual support. This energy center charges and energizes the 7 chakra system. It's the plug. If it's imbalanced, you might feel confused or aloof, spaced out. But when it's balanced, when you're connected with your higher self, and you see the bigger picture, you are beginning to work with this chakra system. So just feel and sense from your crown chakra up and connect to the energy right above. You might feel sensations as you do this. So moving down now into the crown of the head, to the Sahasrara chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus, crown of the head. This is where we feel cosmic energy beginning to move into the body. Let's find the sound of Om, A-U-M, Aum, Aum, Aum. And feel when the energy arrives there. Aum, Aum, Aum. This is our connection to universal consciousness. This is how we connect to the oneness of everything. When you're having a difficult situation come up, feel upward from your crown chakra up into the soul chakra, soul star chakra. Feel that connection. Feel the oneness. This is the truth of everything. Moving down into the brow chakra. Some people call this the third eye, and some people call it the first eye. This is where we perceive. This is where we command. And by commanding, we use this energy center to create images in our mind. We use it to imagine what the world is going to do, what we are going to do, what others are going to do. So as we're doing that, we're commanding those images to come into our experience. We are perceiving the world through those images. So if we want a world that is joyful and beautiful and happy and free, we need to use our brow to imagine a world that is joyful and peaceful and happy and free, and broadcast that out into the universe, out into the world. This center is how we transfer thoughts, our telepathic connection to each other. When you're feeling the thoughts of the other person, and you kind of know what they're going to say before they say it. This is the use of our telepathic abilities in the brow chakra, which everybody has. Everyone's psychic, everyone has these gifts. It's just a matter of if you use them or not, or become aware that you're using them. This is again the sound of Om. Some people differentiate between OM or AUM, but we'll use, let's just use Om again, AUM, and feel when it connects to that part of the mind. Om, direct the sound through the third eye. Om, Om. Imagine that a flame is igniting in the third eye in the brow. Om. Om. Let's try Om now. O-M. Om. 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 This is also the center where we envision, if we make certain choices, what that's going to do. So this side is using the mind. This chakra is using the mind's ability to look at information, to perceive it, to look over it, to make some good choices. We've already discussed that this information also needs to be connected to the heart and to the intuitive knowing of the hara. This is our creation consciousness and how we organize the information from life and from events. Vishuddha means especially pure, purifying of poison. So, this chakra here in the throat is often related to the ears as well. So being able to hear the subtlety of what's being communicated. So it's not just hearing sound, but hearing the background of what intention is within that sound. It's about also learning to speak, and learning to speak from either a place of poison or a place that gives life, a place that takes it, or a place that reduces life force energy, a place of truth or a place of illusion. Other body parts affected are anything in the mouth, the upper lungs. This is our clarity consciousness, our ability to speak truth and to hold intention. This is the sound of hum, H-A-M. Hum, hum, feel the H. Hum, hum. Anahata means unstruck, unhurt, eternally resonant. So when we are healed and balanced and totally in our source self, then this area processes love, more and more and more love and connection to the reality around us, the holographic consciousness. But when we have learned that we're unlovable, or we've been wounded in some way where we felt betrayed, or where we, didn't love ourselves enough, then this area can have some wounding. And when somebody says something unkind, it can strike us, it can hurt, because we believe what they're saying. So learning to work with the heart, learning to work with forgiving and releasing and letting go, which we're going to do Ho'oponopono today. Learning to work with the intelligence of the heart to transform is really, really powerful. This is how we empathetically connect with others. This is where we can experience compassion. The sound is Yam, Y-A-M, Yam, 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 Yam. Moving down into the Manipura chakra, place of personal power, willpower, and self-mastery, place of action. This is the upper abdomen, right below the ribs here. This is like when we experience gut feelings, when we experience, I see this so often, people that are at the gym so much, or like people that need to puff out their chest. It's like we have to like over-assert our willpower because we're pushing out into this area. We can also breathe into it, soften the ribs, and have this slow smoldering of power. If you need it, you can access it, but it doesn't have to be burning all the time. It doesn't have to be forceful. It can be smoldering. Let's use the sound of Ram, 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 Ram. Svadhisthana chakra. This is one's own dwelling. This is in the area of the womb. This is the sacral chakra. This has to do with our emotions and our identity, how we see ourselves in the world as above or below, or how we connect to the emotions of others, how our sexual relationships are. Are they about power, or are they about connection? Are they about communication with the divine, or are they about escape? How much pleasure can we get from our relationships? This is our center of creativity, because when we know that we are a aspect of Prime Creator, that we are creator beings, we can create anything we want. But when we're seeing ourselves as lower than others, when we see ourselves as higher than others, we miss out on so much creative energy and inspiration. The sound is Vam, 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 Vam. And then working into the root chakra, Muladhara, base of the spine. This is our connector to the earth. It's our connection to our body, our survival consciousness. or our abundance consciousness sometimes. We can feel into the abundance of the earth, feel into that support of the earth. This is our connection to our family, to our tribe, to our resources. This is our ideas of money, stability, structure. This is an intake. We bring energy from the earth field into our body through this chakra. It's our grounding point. We also release, if we choose to, release our trauma, release our fears, release our family issues, and just let go of them. Just put the story down for a bit. Let it go. And the sound is Lam. 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 Just feeling that energy open up. The Earth Star Chakra, about 6 inches below the feet. You can think of this as our connection to the electromagnetic field of the earth, our connection to our purpose in this life. Like I said, it's the grounding point for the other 7 chakras above it. It receives and compulses the energy. And so when we're feeling ungrounded, when we're feeling just kind of wobbly and just kind of floating around, connect downward through your feet and feel your connection to the earth. Now let's talk about the meridians. So coming out from the meridians, or out from the chakras, you can see in this image, there's 12 main pathways and 8 minor pathways. They are the energy that creates the major veins and the arteries. This transports the energy from the chakras out along these energy pathways into the organs to create different body responses. This automatically happens. It creates the blood pressure, the temperature, sensations. We won't talk too much about this, but check out traditional Chinese medicine and you can learn more about these pathways and the areas that they govern. We are the bridge between heaven, source, and earth, and are existing in an energy matrix. We access this connection through the Hara line. The Hara or the Dantian, contains all of our personal life force energy. Around our body is an ever-changing, luminous toroidal field called the aura, the biofield. Energy information passes through the aura. It is processed through the chakras and experienced as emotion. Information from chakras is processed through the meridians as body events. The organs receive energy information from the meridians. It doesn't matter if you understand this complexity and how it works, it just does. So just think about how all of that is flowing and moving and growing and expanding and learning and think that's the vessel that you're in. This is starting to acknowledge and appreciate the incredible technology that you're operating through. Maybe let's take a few moments to do some questions or some comments. Reflections, anything that stuck out to you. Anybody want to share?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Whenever you say that our beliefs are in our chakras, like stored in there,
Yes.
is like what does that really mean?
Okay. So you can think of each chakra as being like a central processing unit, like in a computer.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on the information that's coming in, and depending on the, you know, what that processing center is capable of doing, that will create the experience of that device, right? I think I'm explaining that correctly. So maybe ask me more questions so I can focus it a little bit more.
Okay, so like if our beliefs are stored in our chakra centers, like energetically they're stored there,
Yeah.
and so do we have like a whole system of beliefs going on in each chakra that we have individually, and each person's will look different? And does like balancing that each chakra um, help us like shed beliefs that aren't true?
Yes. Yes, great question. So, yes, everybody has different beliefs about, that's why it's like so complicated to be a human. It's like everyone thinks different things about different things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I can say something that's triggering for one person, but the person sitting next to them, you know, sees something totally differently because it's being processed through different beliefs of perception. So, let's say, let's go into Let's go into the second chakra. So this one is about identity and creativity, how we see ourselves. This is where a lot of emotional information is stored. So somebody that may have been abused growing up, somebody who was told that they were stupid, they're going to have a belief that their identity is a stupid person. Um, Or if someone says, you know, someone is constantly overpowering them and they don't know how to create boundaries, they're going to think that they're not going to know how to create boundaries. So things are just going to keep happening to them because this energy center is shut off. But once a person starts, and there's so many ways to be a chakra yogi, there's so many ways to work on the chakras, whether that's through study, through books, finding information, doing courses like this, or working with essential oils, or working with meditations, or working with energy, or we learned, okay, this is a great thing. Last week we talked about the law of attraction, correct? So the law of attraction, each chakra is an area of attraction for whatever area that governs. So going back to the second chakra, if we believe that we are not valuable, if we believe that setting boundaries is wrong, if we believe that we have to that we're dependent on people for, or things for money, things like this, we will attract those situations into our life to validate that, or not to necessarily to validate it, but let me give a better example. So if I believe that I'm not valuable, that I'm below everybody else, I will constantly attract situations that will create that experience for me where I feel not valuable. But it's not so that I feel that, it's so that I can connect to my higher wisdom and realize that I'm equal to everybody. So for somebody, a great way to think about that is like, how many times have we dated the same type of person over and over and over and over again? Or how many times have people gotten married and married the same type of emotional experiences over and over and over again? And it's because they're holding those beliefs about themselves, about boundaries, about, you know, when it's appropriate to speak. The second and the throat chakra are very connected. So if you don't think you're worthy, then you're probably not going to speak up and create a boundary. So those situations will come into your life so that you have another opportunity and another opportunity to clear that belief, to transform it into a higher one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I have another question now.
Yes, great.
Because and I've been thinking about this last week, is that understanding the law of attraction, and the way that I understand it for sure is that we attract the experiences and feelings that we haven't loved people yet. That's, when we experience something like negative, that as far as law of attraction goes, it's really just to bring us to a higher state of love, or more complete state of love.
Yeah.
That being said, like, sometimes I have beliefs and they're not being validated by my experiences. Like, my experiences are showing me like that's not true. Like, no, just love that part of yourself. Like, nobody is like rejecting you for this thing you're rejecting yourself for.
Tell me more. Maybe describe the situation.
Like, I don't know. Oh, okay. So just like being around my sisters recently, sometimes I can notice that I'm attracting the same feeling of not feeling worthy of love around them, or worthy of acceptance. I'm like afraid they'll reject me or something along that energy, and they don't. And they're not doing that, but I'm still in experiencing the fear of that, if that makes sense.
Totally.
Like, I haven't, yeah. But it's not being validated by them. Like, this belief that I have that I'm not worthy isn't being like validated, but I'm still kind of getting triggered, So just, yeah, if you want to say anything on that.
Well, are you talking about your family, sisters?
Yes.
Okay. So our family is in this lifetime, they're like the characters that brought these lessons, and these lessons go back many lifetimes. But in this lifetime, our family that we're born into is like, the beginning of those patterns for us. So even if your sisters aren't behaving like that now, there might have been a time when you were younger that they did act like that, or somebody acted like that. And so, yes, now you've grown and changed, but child you is still there. That wound is still active in your field. So it's showing up, and now you have the awareness now to say, oh, this isn't happening, but I'm still feeling this. They're not doing anything. Okay, so it's totally mine. And so that gives you an opportunity to look at it.
Yeah. I guess, it's not really so much about the experiences as it is the feelings we attract within each experience. I mean,
and also know that your emotions are a thing that you're attracting.
Yeah.
So the emotion, the thought, and it's thought, then emotion, then physical reality. So you're catching it right now at just the emotional part, right? It's not physically happening right now. You're catching it, it's attracting at just the emotional level. So that's great. So now you can start to look at the thoughts. What's the thought that comes up? And that thought that you continue thinking over and over again is the belief.
Yeah, this makes sense, actually. If I just have to dissect it a little more.
Totally. Then the other thing is that sometimes, let's say you took like a super stellar yoga class and you're just flying, you're feeling so good, you're feeling so embodied. You go into the same situation, maybe your sister's grumpy and she calls you a name, but it just doesn't stick because you're like in your alignment.
Yeah.
But then if she catches you on a wobbly day and she says something that, could be a little, off a bit, then it could really hurt. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I think like I'm realizing and connecting now that this is more about my ability to receive love, and like being worthy to receive love, that I keep being put in situations where I'm being asked to receive love and I have kept saying no, or rejecting and putting up a wall. And so it's like I keep attracting these experiences where I'm afraid I'm going to be rejected in some form or another, and not just with my family, but like as I'm meeting people.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, this makes sense. Just learning to receive love.
Yeah, you are so lovable. You are incredibly lovable, dear.
Okay, I'll let it in.
Let it in. Take that compliment. Let it blast you open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even
Okay.
a compliment. It's a universal truth. I'm not even trying to fluff you up. I'm just saying what's already true.
Yeah. I guess that's really my only questions for now.
Cool. Anybody else? So I want to do two things today. We're going to do a luminous body meditation. So we'll do a little clearing and healing there. And then we'll finish off learning Ho'oponopono and singing with each other as a practice of forgiveness. So I want you to go ahead and find a place to get comfortable. You could lay down, you could sit, somewhere where you can lean against something and just be comfortable. It's up to you. It's finding that nice, comfortable place. Closing your eyes and begin to bring your awareness to your inner reality. As you bring your awareness inside, meet your experience with a full, radiant breath. Continue to breathe in and out as you gather your energy and attention. Bring it all home. Bring it here with you now. Call light to you. Let light come to you. Breathing in and breathing out. Imagine, sense, and feel a bright star far above your head. See it and feel it. This is your source of love. This bright star far above your head is the primordial energy of the universe. This is home. Now feel your feet. Below your feet is the electromagnetic field of the earth. If you go deeper, you can feel the heart of the earth. Feel her love and potent energy. Bring your right hand to your stomach and your left hand to your heart. As you breathe in, pull energy from the star above you into your crown and let it gather in your stomach. As you exhale, send that energy down into the earth. Continue breathing this beautiful light into the body and releasing energy down. Allow this energy to sweep up any stagnant energy and compost it down into the earth. Breathing in and breathing out. Enjoy the breath. It is delicious. New rivers of light flowing through the body now. And you breathe in this wonderful energy, cleaning, clearing, and resetting all of the cells of the body, taking all of the energy that is no longer needed down into the earth. Bring your awareness now to the hand to your heart and connect with the energy of the heart all the way down through the earth, through your feet, into the heart of the earth. Breathing in the energy of the earth into your heart. And as you exhale, send energy to the source through the crown of your head. Breathing in this wonderful, centering energy up through the feet, through the pelvis, into the heart, and send this energy back through the crown of your head, back to source, feeling it going up, up, up through your consciousness, feeling energy weaving through the legs, through the torso, through the heart, sending radiant energy up to the star above your head, back home, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing energy from both directions into the center channel of your body. And as you exhale, send this beautiful energy in all directions around you. Claim your space. Clear it out. Sending beautiful energy around you. Breathing in and breathing out. Take fuller breaths now, big, deep, delicious breaths. We're going to breathe nice and deep now, nice and full, to the point of buzzing, the feeling of hyperventilating a little bit as you bring more and more prana, more and more energy from the earth, from source, and breathing it in and out into your field. Here we go, deep inhalations through the mouth. Bigger, fuller, deep breaths, more than you think that you need. Full breaths in and out, deep and full, charging yourself in and out. I'm going to clap to give you some rhythm, but just continue breathing deep, full, delicious breaths. Big, full, deep breaths. Big, full, deep breaths. Bigger, fuller. Make these even bigger. Last 5, 4, get it more. 3, 2, 1. Full inhale, hold the top. Hold the top, hold the top, hold the top. Keep holding the top. Take in a little bit more air now. Hold it. And begin to relax. Continue descending into rest. As I count from 10 to 1, you'll go nice and deep. 10, going deeper into this feeling. 9, letting go and allowing this energy, this light to nourish you. 8, feeling the heart rate begin to slow down. 7, softening the muscles of the face, muscles of the shoulders and chest. 6, stomach and pelvis, soft. Thighs, 5, soften deeper. Legs, shins, 4, ankles, feet, letting go, 3, 2, almost there, 1. Take an easy but long and full breath into the body. As you exhale, double the feeling of relaxation all over your body. Just give in. I'm inviting your guides, your higher aspects, your ancestors. All kingdoms of light are welcome to support in this healing, to upgrade this healing. Asking for Honsha Seishonen, opening up the Akashic records, going through all of time and space. Seiheki, all emotional wounds that are available and appropriate to be cleared and reset. Beginning to do the work now, feeling the soul star chakra, sensing it about a hand's length above your head. Intend to connect to it, and you are. Feel it shining light down onto your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling it growing brighter and healthier. Saying out loud, I activate my soul star chakra. I release the love of my soul into my entire being now. Feel this energy descend into your chakra system, filling your entire being. Yam lam goyam lambo yam lalo yam goyam balayam goyam lale yam goam lale boyam yam goam wale go way. Lo way goam lai go ye. Go lam go way go ye. Leo la lo yo. Feeling the crown chakra now, right at the top of your head. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing energy into it. Exhale, sending that energy out, feeling the crown chakra expanding with new light. Beautiful light descending into the crown, clearing, cleaning, balancing, and resetting all of the energy at the crown of the head. Repeat this out loud. I am connected, and I listen to the wisdom of the universe. I am one with the universe. Feeling the brow chakra now in the middle of your precious head. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing energy into it. Exhaling and sending that energy out. Feeling your brow chakra expanding with new light. Clearing, cleaning, balancing and resetting all of the energy at the brow of the head. Repeating, I am in touch with my inner guidance. I am wise. I am intuitive. Ooh, ooh, Feel the throat chakra now. Feel the energy of the throat. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing energy into it. Sending that energy out, expanding your throat chakra now with new light. Cleaning, clearing, balancing, and resetting all of the energy of the throat center. Saying, I communicate my feelings with ease. I listen to my body and feelings to know what my truth is. I am go. I Feeling the energy of the heart now in the center of your chest. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing energy into it, exhaling energy out from it, feeling it expanding with new light, clearing, cleaning, balancing, and resetting all of the energy of the heart center now. In your heart, say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I am open to love. I forgive easily. Feeling into the heart energy as it clears and resets. Ambo yam go ye lale. Yam go yam malke yambo. Ham nam go he yam lale yam go. He yam go, he yam go. Feel the energy of the solar plexus, the soft belly. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing new light into it, exhaling energy from it, and allowing it to expand with new light, cleaning, clearing, balancing, resetting all of the energy of the solar plexus. Make it like a sun, bright, beautiful, radiant. Saying, I open to the fullness of my power. I have the power to manifest my dreams. I can, I will, I do. Feeling the energy of the sacral chakra now. A few fingers below the navel. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing energy into it, exhaling energy out from it, feeling it expand with new light, cleaning, clearing, balancing, and resetting all of the energy at the sacral center. Saying, I feel pleasure and abundance with every breath I take. My sexuality is sacred. I am valuable. I create boundaries easily with love. Miyam lalu weyam gueyam lande ila. Aiko Wayam Wayam Layam Boyam. Elu Wayam Wayam Lahia Koyam. Italian, Italian Goyam. Eyal Goyam Wayam Goyam. Hamgal Hayam Wayam Wayam Goyam. Hayo, Hamyaleo. Feeling the energy at the root chakra, feeling the energy at the base of the spine. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing energy into it and exhaling energy from it. Feel it expand with new light, clearing, cleaning, balancing, and resetting all of the energy at the root chakra. I am connected to my body. I am grounded. I am stable. I am supported. I trust in the goodness of life. Mumboe I am. Mumboe I Mumboe I Mumboe I Mumboe I Feel the energy of the Earth Star Chakra now, about a foot's length below your feet. Intend to connect with it, and you are. Breathing energy into it, exhaling and expanding its energy. Feeling it expand with new light. Clearing, cleaning, balancing, and resetting all of the energy at the Earth Star Chakra. Saying, I am one with Mother Earth, and her energy flows powerfully into me. I easily release all negativity and excess energy into Mother Earth. Ilayam boyam lalayam boyam lai. Equam lalgoy layam boyam lamboye. Halwa lalayam boye. Mumboa lalayam lalay. Full system now, breathing energy into all centers, all dimensional bodies, past, present, future, healing this now moment through all timelines. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a nice full breath into the body. As you exhale, blossom, radiate from all centers. Again, breathing in full deep breath into the whole vessel. As you exhale, bursting with light through all of the chakras, all of the centers, all of the lines of energy. More and more light coming into your experience now. Full, beautiful, radiant light. Easy, calm. rest, enjoy, soft breathing, keeping this awareness with you, beginning to sense now your body starting to wake the body up again, starting to move your fingers and toes as you begin to take over your body now. Hearing the sounds around you as you begin to stir awake, listening to your own body as it moves around because you're beginning to wake up now. Coming up really nice and now, holding all of that beauty, all of that joy with you as you begin to wake up now. Open the eyes, awake, alive, beautified, cleared, cleaned. And then find yourself now into a seated position with your hands at your heart. And just breathing here, connecting with your heart. So the song is Ho'oponopono. The English translation is, for today's version, I am so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I thank you. I am so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I thank you. So the song will start with saying Ho'oponopono a few times and then go into the English. So I'll do one version, one with Ho'oponopono, and then the English translation, and then you'll join me for 3 more after that. And then take a sip of my tea. Ho'oponopono, 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 Ho'oponopono. I am so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I thank you. I am so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I thank you. So you'll join along with me. This first one goes to ourself. The second goes to someone that we want to reconcile the relationship with. And the third one is a wild card. It can go to God, it can go to your family, it can go to the earth, it can go to anybody. So first one is you, first is another, and then the third is whatever you choose it to be. Here we go, nice inhalation. Ho'oponopono, 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 Ho'oponopono. I am so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I thank you. I am so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I thank you. Ho'oponopono, 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 Ho'oponopono. I am so sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. I thank you, I am so sorry. I love you, please forgive me. I thank you, Ho'oponopono, 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 Ho'oponopono. I am so sorry. I love you, please forgive me. I thank you, I am so sorry. I love you, please forgive me. I thank you. Thank you all so very much. I wanted to leave some extra time for me to answer questions or just to talk about what you're reading in the books, how the meditations are going. So I'm here for the next little bit of time if you want to speak or talk about your meditation experience that you just had. That's also fun.
Oh, hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
I just
hi.
want I just want to say your voice is amazing.
Thanks.
Your songs are really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, where are those other songs from? The ones that we were doing when you were going through the chakras.
It's just kind of whatever comes through. There's like a few melodies that have been like growing with me.
Wow.
Um,
So beautiful.
oh, thank you. I think what I'm doing because I'm trying to figure out how it works. So sometimes I'm just like reaching upward and connecting with pleasure, and then whatever's like feels nice as it's coming out, then that kind of comes out. And then sometimes there's this melody. I guess I made it up. I have no idea where it's coming from, but that one's there. And then sometimes I just let myself, do gibberish and some really cool stuff happens.
Wow.
Sounds and just like let it be its own language. And I'm finding that it overwrites, like it kind of clears things out because it's not like language, it's like intention and vibration. And so it works differently with myself or when I'm participating in a healing session with somebody else. So I'm just experimenting. It just started to be something that I've been playing with for the last probably like 3 months. So it's new and it's fun.
It's amazing. Yeah, I was feeling so much when you were singing.
Oh,
Singing that.
cool.
Yeah, just I was having a really interesting it was like I couldn't tell if it was like I was feeling like really in my body or really out of my body. I was like both at the same time, but it was really strange sensation and it felt really good, but it was I was just feeling so much when those songs were coming through you.
Mm.
So good.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then Ho'oponopono is, if you know it or not, it's a song of reconciliation from the Hawaiian people that has helped me a lot. Yeah. How is the reading going?
It's going really good.
Or listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. I like listening. But yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Such like a gentle tone to it. The energy of the guy or the being that she's channeling. It's just very, very light, very pure.
Perfect. Sabrina, you have something to say?
I was just going to say that I keep rereading and rereading pages. I had to get a different journal because I went through the first one already.
Oh, great.
But so I have 2 journals, and I just keep rereading. And then when I reread, I end up with a highlighter. So
yeah. Yeah, they're incredible. And it's like, you know, I was growing up, I was raised in a Christian family, and I had this really wise, wonderful grandmother. And she explained to me when I was reading the Bible that not to worry about the parts that I didn't understand or didn't connect with. It was a living word that would speak to me and communicate to deeper parts of myself. And that was like the coolest. I'm actually getting a little buzz right now from saying it, but maybe she's around. Of course she is. So, well, so what I've started to notice too is that the living word, like living truth, universal truth, is in so many different things. And so when I'm reading Sanaya's books, her channelings, it's the same thing. It's alive. It's speaking to me in really deep levels. And it's like each sentence has like a different like vibration to it, and it does different things to me. So I'm the same way. I like went through, I was highlighting, now I'm like writing little notes on the side, and I've read it a few different times and like different stages in my life. It's just such a powerful book. How about the meditations? Are you guys getting to do the recorded meditations?
I've done a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
I've done the ones from, well, because I'm listening also to the audiobook and doing the meditation there. But I haven't done, yeah, but I think I want to do yours. I like your voice better.
Yeah, and I also added elements of hypnosis and like some other breath stuff to it. Like I read their scripts, but then if I felt like, you know, something else needed to be there, then I added it. And so there is more levels to the ones that I did.
Yeah, okay, cool. I want to do those ones now.
Yeah. How about, did you guys get to do, I think I asked you to do like earthing or nature walk last week? Or is that the other group?
No, that was
us.
Okay, did you get to do it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've got some snow up here. I live up in the mountains though, and I'm always doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, me as well. I pretty much am on the earth a lot of the times, every day.
Yeah. Sabrina, did you get to go out?
So I didn't know I was supposed to go out, but
that's right, because you weren't here. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did escape from the funeral home for a while and take a walk down the street. So
good.
Yeah.
So just as a reminder, I'm getting information, and Ron got information, and it's coming from many places, is that there's supposed to be a significant amount of energy coming within like the next week or maybe a couple of days after. I got the 24th, Ron got the 23rd. I've heard as early as the 19th, so in 2 days. So when this energy arrives, I'm not totally sure what it's going to do. What I understand that it might do is bring us to another level of consciousness. Some are expecting this to be the event that we've all been kind of hearing about and wanting to happen, like that was supposed to happen, like what people thought was going to happen in 2012. That this energy is going to be the first of those layers. So what happened with the eye on the 22nd was kind of like a preparation for the energies that are coming, that we'll be receiving every month, every 30 days or so. Around the new moon, I heard, so around the 22nd-ish, 23rd, 24th of each month is going to be more and more waves of energy. Some people are describing this as a fog that they will be able to see coming towards them on the street. it's so wild to even talk about. But from what I was told, is this energy is being transmitted from the great central sun through the central sun in the Pleiades, and then into our sun, and then hitting the earth. And this is going to start moving us into the golden age. So the reason I'm bringing this up is that I know what happened for me after the eye energy was here. It's like I felt this incredible expansion, and then I had to, like, my body needed to catch up with it, and like all the lower emotions and beliefs, like I've had just a really deep transformation over the last few weeks. It has been difficult at times, really painful at times, and it feels like a lot of I've moved through a lot of it. So why I'm saying this is just to, like, really take it easy. If you're having a difficult time, there's no need to push through. There's no need to be around, be in situations you don't want to be in that aren't rejuvenating. Take long baths, go out into nature, do your meditation and self-healing practices, and be around like-minded people. If this thing is what many of us think it is, then this is going to be, we're getting ready for a big ride.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. I think from what I understand, the changes are about to start happening. The bigger things are about to start happening. So just really up your meditation practice, get yourself grounded, get into that place, because now that those that started to awaken, there are going to be many, many, many other people going through an awakening process. And so we are there as way showers, as guides, even though we're just kind of figuring it out on ourself. It's kind of like, it's like writing a research paper for college the day before. It's like, the feeling, it's like, hurry up, do your research, and then present it. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to be. I'll have some more information coming out. I have like some kind of like last minute sessions that I'm trying to do with a few people that I really trust, the quality of work when we do this hypnosis work. So we're probably going to do a video release of this information tomorrow if it feels good, and if we get some good valid information. But just know that if you ever need support or just someone to talk to about your experiences, I'm always here. You have each other. I'm going to add Ruthie and Sabrina to the Embodied Light group from the people from the previous group. And that way we have each other to talk. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's like a powerful note to finish on. Maybe by the next time we talk, we're going to be like super cool 5D beings or something.
We won't need this computer.
We won't need this computer. We'll just meet in the ethers and just hash it out that way. Yeah.
I wish. Such a good time to be taking this class with you.
Yeah. Fun.
I'm really glad I'm here with you, Ruthie, in this amazing place. Like, and to be able to like go through this together, I feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Really
and then I watched the girls' video you posted on your Facebook, who does the QHHC in Portland.
Yes.
And she was talking. That was an amazing video. That event that she was talking about, and that is what's coming up.
That's what she thinks. Yeah. That's what was told to her. I got the same information. I just didn't get it. Like, I was told that it was more subtle than what she's getting. What she got was like, the energy is going to come and we're going to be in 5D. We're going to be in the next reality. But I think because I got other stuff that says that there's more to come still, that it's going to be a process. It's not just like all of a sudden we're in the new earth. It's not what I feel. I feel like we have to build up our capacity to hold that higher energy. And we do that through our prayer and through our meditation and through our, our energy healing with ourselves. But I just feel like there's so much of the world they have no idea what's coming. So I have a lot of compassion for them, especially if, if people are going to have experiences like I had a really far out experience on the 22nd, but I've explored enough in my spirituality and within my, within other realms that it wasn't surprised. It was cool for me, but, people that think that visions or things talking, hearing information, that may, we're so disconnected from shamans and from like these medicine people. We're so spread out from that wisdom that, they may not know what's happening. And I'm just like thinking about all of the people with their gifts that have already been hospitalized or already been medicated because, they hear their guides speaking to them, or they see things that, people can't see in physical reality, but they can see between, beyond the veil. So just sending a lot of love out to those who don't have a group like this to talk with, So, yeah. I'm super excited, though. I think it's going to be really fun.
Well, I have another question. The transition into 5D. Actually, Ruthie kind of had this question of what will that be like? Like, is it even attached to time? Like, will we still have bodies in this kind of older Earth and still be finishing out these lives with our loved ones here?
From what I've been seeing and reading, is it's going to be different for everybody. Depending on the spiritual growth that they're on. Like I saw this woman's kind of drawing her graph of the 3 trajectories. One would be those that are just ready for 5D, they're connected to source, they're connected to earth. And then those that are kind of doing spirituality from the base of ego, they know some information, but they're still doing it as a way of power, not totally ready. It's like pre-kindergarten or something. And then there are those that are totally resisting their spiritual parts. And Dolores's book said that those people stay, or they go somewhere else. I've even heard in some of my sessions that those that are not ready get taken somewhere else, and that those that are ready stay to do the healing work on the earth and to help those those in humanity that made the shift but have no idea what's happening. Yeah, I have no idea. It's like the big
we'll find out.
There was a part where there was one session that I had where they said that we are going to receive locations to be taken on light ships off of the earth for a short period of time because there's going to be a blast of radiation from the sun.
Oh, wow.
That was something I heard. And this was somebody that was somnambulistic. His conscious mind wasn't there at all. And that would be coming up in May. And so we would be getting these waves of energy up until, and it seems like that the one that would happen in May would be a really strong one. And that, I mean, it sounds so wild, but they said, that we will be leaving the planet for a little bit of time. And then I'm thinking yes, super excited about, meeting star families and stuff. And then I'm thinking parts of me are still terrified of that, seeing something that's not human. It's kind of a really far out idea.
Yeah, Ruthie's ready to go.
She's strapped in. She's got her ticket.
Yeah. Well, it could happen sort of in our sleep, right? I feel like that's when it happens often.
Yeah.
From people I've talked to, JoJo actually, and and whatever her name was told you going to Kauai, that one.
Yeah, they often take the light body and
we might
Yeah,
not
and then
remember.
do the repairs and the tests and all that kind of stuff that way, and then put the light body back. Yeah, who knows? My goodness.
Do you have any like clear resources for dream work? Because I'm having really vivid dreams, and
Dreams are going to increase. This is where they said that a lot of the information that's going to come for us is through the dream time. So there's, I think it's called the Toltec Book of Dreaming, maybe. It's I can look it up and send it to you, but the Toltec are like where the 4 agreements came from.
Yeah.
But there's a book out, and I think there's a big section of dreaming, because dreaming was a big part. They're like, this reality is a dream, and then there's the other dream, physical body sleeping. So that was the one that was recommended to me.
Awesome.
You can search dream yoga.
Dream yoga. That sounds really. Well, that is like a thing. That sounds familiar because it's a thing. Yeah. I actually have an amazing book called The Woman's Guide to Dreaming, and it's amazing. Like, wow, the way I found that book was incredible too. As far as working with like specific symbols, though, I can just Google that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. Well, keep me posted. Let me know all the cool things that happen in your life, and I'm here always, and I love you guys so much. I so look forward to these days that we get to spend time together and talk about energy and talk about these fun subjects together. So thank you so much.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
I feel so good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Have fun. Go out and sparkle.
Yay.
We will.
You too.
Love you all. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.